Hello everyone, LuffyNoTomo back again with the second part of showing off great Korean dramas for recommendations. This is going to be with the mystery, supernatural, police, or law type stuff. So this is Masked Prosecutor. These two are really good actor and actress. I've seen a lot of his stuff and her stuff. And this one was so funny. It was really weird at first because you're like, masked prosecutor, what? And he wears a Spanish mask, like a wrestling mask, and he fights justice for those criminals who get away from the law because he's a prosecutor. And so behind the scenes, he like basically kind of beats them up with wrestling moves and makes them confess. It's so funny. So it's really good. So really highly recommend it. The first episode, like I said, was a bit strange, but once you kind of get past that, it's so good. And there's like a mystery thing going on too. Very good. Then we've got Falling for Innocence, which is also, all of these also have a little bit of a romance comedy to it. So, same thing with Masked Prosecutor. There is that line through it. These two are so hilarious together. They both love her, as you can tell, and they're like fighting. And this one has like the weird heart surgery where he feels the same as the other guy. And I don't want to get too into it because I don't want to spoil it. But this one was really cool. Highly recommend it. It's got more of a serious tone, but it is still a romantic comedy. Then we've got Night After Night, or I think it's called Night at the Museum too. I think that was what the original title when they translated it back when I saw it. I didn't see it on Viki. I saw it elsewhere when people just uploaded subs. This is so good. As you can see, you may have noticed that she's also the same girl from Masked Prosecutor. She's in Kim San-soon. She's in a lot of things. So it's a mystery police kind of thing where there's like a museum curator and thieves and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool. I remembered it being good. It is still like an oldie though. Then we've got Chae-young. Sorry, some of these names are a little bit hard to say. But he's a very well-known actor here, and he has the ability in this series, he can see ghosts. And so he fights like the supernatural. However, since he's the only one who can see him, he gets a little bit weird in the police force as being some kind of crazy guy. And it was so good. So there's this huge mystery, and there's a little bit of comedy in it. But they made a sequel, so so glad because I really enjoyed the first one. Looking forward for the next one, and oh, it was so graphic and horror and more. They showed you the dissected body parts. It's like, what the hell? I don't need to see that. You can just imply it. Because in the first one, they just implied the kind of horror-y death scenes. They didn't really show all the blood and creepiness. But, ooh. So I don't recommend the second one, but the first one was really good. Then we got, of course, The Village, Archera's Secret. I think it might be ending soon, because usually the average is 16. So 15 and 16 I have left to watch. The secrets just keep piling up, and it's so crazy. So it's really good. I did a separate segment on this, too, because it was so cool. So this is My Secret Hotel, romantic comedy with a murder mystery weaved into it. It was very interesting. There's really weird, funny parts, too. So I liked it, and the music is cool. Then we've got Who Are You, which is another thing with ghosts and mystery and cops. So she has the ability to see ghosts when she touches items within the lost and found at the police force because her partner / fiance died in some weird mysterious incident, and ever since then, like, she can see things. And he's the new guy who, you know, of course there's a little bit of romance, but and comedy, but mainly it's a mystery kind of police thing. Then we've got Pride and Prejudice. So I looked at this for two reasons. One, the name, because it was like the book, so I was like, oh, is it going to be a modern day version of Pride and Prejudice? But I also, because I think I know him for sure. I've seen him in other things, like he was in Panda and Hedgehog and some other stuff. But her, I think I've seen before. Not sure, but they're all very good actors and actresses. They're prosecutors, and they're trying to fight justice, but there's mysteries and stuff within the justice system and crazy things going on. So it was really cool. I haven't finished it yet because there's so much stuff and sometimes it can be a little bit too intense. But really, really good. Highly recommend it. So I'll finish this sometime. Then we've got dun, da, 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 Let's Eat. Now you gotta bring your appetite for this one because you will get so freaking hungry. So I always either ate while I watched it or I would eat and be stuffed so that I didn't get hungry, but you still kind of get hungry even if you are stuffed. This one has a romantic comedy mystery going on for it, so it's so adorable. They're lawyers and he and her, he's the main guy, he's a blogger about food and she loves food, and they end up being like next door neighbors and she's a neighbor of them, and so it's got a little bit of, he likes her and she likes him, but then they kind of like, so it's kind of got that thing going on in the sub background, but mainly there's a bit of a mystery and all about food. They did make a sequel to Let's Eat, but everybody is gone except for him because he's the main guy. And they can't have Let's Eat without him. But Let's Eat Season 2 was so weird and crazy, and I was just like, ugh, nope, no thank you. So I do not recommend Season 2, but Season 1 was really good, and they're unrelated to each other except for the fact that they have the main guy. Then we've got Cunning Single Lady, which of course you may recognize him. He was in Masked Prosecutor and Birth of a Beauty and so many other things. So as you can see, he's an actor I like to watch. And it's a romantic comedy about old husband and wife kind of thing, divorce, and then trying to get back together, etc. Really cute. Same thing with this. This is a romantic comedy, sort of Queen of Housewives. It's got some really known actors and actresses. And it's kind of got that soap opera feeling. I haven't seen it in a while because it is a bit of more of an older one. But I remember it being very good and really enjoyed it. Then we've got some mini series. These are short series that are about 20 minutes long or so, maybe even less, and they are not very long. So they only have a few episodes. So this is Noble My Love. I didn't find it on Viki, but I found it on Drama Fever, and some of the other places have it. Very cute. I watched it like almost all in one sitting. So adorable. These are based on web comics that ended up getting into dramas. Very cute. Same thing with this, a web drama that became a short mini drama. So adorable. It's about like an otaku, so it's not historical or anything. It's still all modern times, but it's an otaku thing. Then we've got 20s, which is only 4 episodes long. Very, very cute romantic comedy. Cute little thing going on. Then we've got She Was Pretty. Now, I just finished this. This is one of the more recent romantic comedies. It was good, and then it kind of slowed down, and then it picked back up. But as you can see, these two were in Kill Me, Heal Me, and they're in this, and they're in a lot of things. He's also in The Witch's Romance, and he was so funny. So it's basically worth watching this drama just for him, because he was amazing. Sweet and Laundry is purely comedy-based. She has the ability to touch other people's clothes and see their futures, the supposed future. She tries to help them out. Then we've got another short mini-series that's only 8 episodes. It's called Because It's the First Time. It's about a group of friends who experience things together for the first time. So you can see right here is the little thing. And then we've got 20 again, which if you can kind of get past the first few episodes, because it kind of irks you, because she's an adult who kind of had a hard life, and she's trying to go back to college, divorce, and then she meets her old friends, childhood friends, and the guy who had like a crush on her. So like it gets interesting as it goes along, and then you really, really enjoy it, but it is a little bit harder to get into. Then we've got My Unfortunate Boyfriend, which is a romantic comedy, but I thought it was more comedy rather than romance. Then we've got Same Here, more comedy rather than romance, Divorce, Lawyer, and Love. And it was cute. There's a little bit of a mystery to it. Not too much because you can kind of figure it out. But her name is Chucky, and it's the same name as the horror Chucky doll. So there's a joke running through that too. Alright, so I'll give it one more break and do a third part of the older classic series that are just sort of one of those you must see things. So thanks for watching part 2. I'll be back in part 3.